guy. But if a gay guy says that he prefers, no feministic quality, overly feministic quality guys, or he doesn't want a transgender or a drag queen, he's not interested in that, he's going to get attacked. As if he's doing something wrong. A lot of times people just can't help who they're attracted to. Even if you're not attracted to a certain type, why should you be forced to? This is what's going on within this so-called all-accepting, all-inclusive world of liberalism. And now we see it bleeding out into the national headlines. Caitlyn Jenner is being honored as Woman of the Year. And many people on the left, forget the right, many people on the left are flipping out. And I got to tell you, I'm loving it. I am enjoying this like you would not believe. Because you know what? We on the right, we don't have to say much now. We don't have to get our hands dirty on this one at all. They are going to rip themselves apart. And when you start having feminists who are saying, oh, no. Bruce Jenner ain't no woman. Bruce Jenner's a man. And he don't need to be getting no Woman of the Year honoring. Oh, no. But you've got those who are in the transgender community and on the extreme left in the gay community saying, no, Bruce Jenner is a woman. Now, he's got the woman boobies. He's a Can't say Bruce Jenner not a woman. They are fit to be tied and ready to go to war with one another. Make sure I'm gonna hoard popcorn seeds, popcorn kernels. I'm gonna put my popcorn machine on overdrive. I want to make sure I have plenty of popcorn and butter. Butter. Let me digress for a second. I know there are a lot of people out there, and I really didn't cover this yesterday. There are a lot of people out there that I didn't realize. Well, I mean, I do understand how popular bacon is. But when this World Health Organization, WHO, report came out that this meats, especially things like pork and bacon, were just as dangerous for causing cancer as cigarettes. What I have seen in social media today is the overwhelming rejection of this nonsense. Does my heart good. Now, again, I don't eat pork. Not because I think it's going to cause me cancer. I do it for other reasons. And frankly, except for bacon, I really don't like the taste of pork. Personal preference. Now, if somebody gives me real bacon, I'll eat the real bacon. I'd rather, my preference would be to eat, I know, God forbid, turkey bacon. I happen to like turkey bacon. I like it a lot. But I also like bacon. And turkey bacon, there's something about certain cuts of pork bacon that just, it's so buttery sometimes and crispy, it just sort of melts in your mouth. Trust me, I get it. I know it. Turkey bacon doesn't get that way. You can't. It's very difficult. You can't get that with turkey. And it's probably because turkey bacon is the fat content, grease content, if you will, is so low. Whereas pork bacon, half the bacon is nothing but fat, but that allows the bacon to be cooked to where it's literally like butter in your mouth when it's cooked properly. I know why people love it so. Got bacon everything and everything now. I think there's even bacon ice cream. I think that's kind of gross, but there are people who like it. And now they're trying to tell us that bacon is the equivalent of smoking cigarettes. Oh boy, man, you should have saw my social media feeds today. I think about the only thing that was more viral than that WHO report today on social media was the one about the cop ripping that high school girl out of her chair and tossing her around like a rag doll. And that's all over the place too. This whole bacon thing has got people. I mean, people are upset. Who does this group think they are trying to take away my bacon? I wonder if they're going to remember the Beggin' strips commercials for dogs. I wonder if they're going to start attacking people for giving bacon or Beggin' strips to their loved one. You're probably going to have a bunch of liberal idiots out there talking about how it's bad for pooch. Give him bacon. You can't give him bacon. That's bad for him. There's going to be those, especially those ones with the little frou-frou dolls, the tiny fake dogs. The dogs that can't really walk. You got to carry them everywhere. Otherwise, it's like walking a 2-year-old. So your 2-year-old, because their legs are so short, they're doing they're doing a sprint everywhere they have to walk with you, and you're like a 150-year-old man or woman when you're walking with a 2-year-old. It's not the fault of the child. Their legs are just so short compared to yours. Now, if you got this little itty bitty dog that you're carrying around, or trying to walk around with these tiny little legs, it's the same thing. But at the same time that these feminists are now railing against this idea that Bruce Jenner is a woman, which I know this is going to piss him off too. But we on the right agree with them on this. Bruce Jenner is not a woman. Bruce Jenner should not be getting a Woman of the Year award from anyone, because there are real women who are born female that deserve such an honor. But look, they're getting themselves even deeper. All of a sudden, this is from campusreform.org. Feminist groups want schools to be required to monitor social media. Last week, 72 women's and civil rights groups requested that the DOE, Department of Education, require schools to monitor social media to protect students from threatening and offensive comments. And this is really due to I've never heard of Yik Yak, but I guess Yik Yak and other anonymous apps, according to the groups, are an emerging Title IX issue. How is an app a Title IX issue? The request was made by 72 women's and civil rights groups who claim that harassment and threats on anonymous apps like Yik Yak are an emerging Title IX issue, according to Inside Higher Education. Students on college campuses throughout the country have with increasing frequency used anonymous social media applications such as Yik Yak to target women students of color, and sexual minorities with harassment, threats, and other forms of intimidation with impunity, the coalition said in a press release. Earlier this year, students at the University of Mary Washington, UMW, were threatened through Yik Yak with rape and murder after they spoke out against rape culture. I didn't hear anything about that. The UMW case, feminists United on campus, FUC. I didn't make that one up, folks. Feminists United on campus. Their acronym is FU. Moving on. And Feminist Majority Foundation, FMF, both members of the coalition requesting federal intervention, filed a Title IX lawsuit against the school, charging administrators with a systematic failure to protect students from a sexually hostile school environment, from sex-based cyber assaults. And how is a school supposed to be able to protect people? What? You can't shut down the internet on campus, especially with mobile. What are they going to do? Block all mobile signals from coming in? Can't do that. It's not going through the college. See, here's how mobile applications work. They work on these devices, handheld devices that we call cell phones, smartphones, And see, the smartphones aren't owned by the college, and the smartphone signals don't come or originate or get bounced around at the college. You see, there's these things called cell towers that are all over the place. And they just start, the cell towers, they have this bad habit of just spitting out, on a 24/7, 365 basis. They just spit out this form of energy called, a certain kind of radio wave. And it's digital, it's digitized. And these things, handheld devices called smartphones, they pick up that signal that's being spewed continuously by these cell towers. College has nothing to do with it. They can't block it. I mean, hell, in a lot of places, you can, you go into these buildings that make it. They try to make it difficult for you to use your cell phone by limiting how much signal gets through, and tons of people still are able to use their cell phone just the way they want to use it. So it's really hard to block this signal, especially outside. So yeah, you can block it on the inside, but without using jamming devices, which would then, cause the device, the cell tower not to work for anybody, not just the people on college campus, which they can't do. And plus, it's illegal. So they can't do anything about it. We are talking about college students here, and they're fully look. They know about Yik. Me, I guess I'm an old man. I didn't even know what the hell Yik Yak. Never heard of Yik Yak before. What the hell is Yik Yak? Now I got to go look it up. Now, I'm supposed to be in the industry that knows about this kind of stuff, and I still haven't heard about Yik Yak. I mean, I know about Snapchat, but I don't know about Yik Yak. They got a yak for us for logo. And for those of you in Rush Limbaugh's Real Linda, if you don't know what a yak is, Y-A-K, go look it up. But these feminists now want... They you kind of laugh at this kind of nonsense. Let me tell you, this is stuff here. They are now, they're filing a lawsuit in order to try to keep people from using Yik Yak. I don't know how you know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to use Yik Yak to issue a threat. The threat is going to get carried out. And then the people or the survivors, family members, what have you, or the person who's the victim of this attack is going to end up suing Yik Yak, because Yik Yak, just like gun manufacturers, should know that people are going to use their application for nefarious reasons, and that they should have been able to come up with something that prevented nefarious use. Look, they're trying to, Clinton wants people to be able to sue a gun manufacturer whenever somebody gets shot with a gun. And they had that case up in Wisconsin. I think it was Wisconsin, where the gun seller was held accountable for $6 million. So don't think it's too far out of the realm for these people to start suing manufacturers and inventors of stuff that we all use on a regular basis and start blaming them for the actions of crazy people. Don't doubt me.